Hi guys, I'm coming to you from my messy garden. Some years I do really good and my garden is like show worthy. Perfect, no weeds, all the walkways are beautiful, my beds are beautiful, and then other years things like this happen. Today is overcast-ish. And so I wanted to take the opportunity to come out here and film a hack that we do every year with our tomato plants. We do have a previous video about it that we're going to insert some parts of, I believe. But this year we did it a little different just because of the particular layout that we needed. If you can see, I have 4 tomato plants in a row there instead of the 6 in a bank that we normally do. We weren't doing a very big garden this year. Half of my beds are empty this year because I need to do repairs on them. I built these beds in 2015, 2016, so they're like 9 or 10 years old. And so it's time to do some repairs on them. And so I decided to leave half of them fallow this year so that I could do those repairs. And then weather and life got in the way and they haven't been done yet. But let me show you real quick how I secured my tomato cages this year to make them stronger, because you know that's a struggle every year to make them strong enough that as your tomato plants grow, especially your indeterminate types, that they don't fall over. Hi kitty. Got my garden kitty out here. See if she gets in the shot. Yeah. She hangs out here in the garden all the time. So anyway, like I said, I planted in a different layout than last year. Or our previous video, and so let me show you that. Okay, so these are my Roma tomatoes, which are a determinate type, which means they grow a determined size and a determined crop amount. And so they don't grow into the jungle that you usually get with tomatoes, but they still get big and heavy. And so these are just not the super cheap tomato cages, they're like the next up. And again, we've had these ever since we moved here, which was like 2012. So they're a buy once, cry once. But here's what we do to make them even stronger. You find a spot where I can easily show you. Can you see that metal zip tie? No matter what our layout is, we zip tie the cages together into a bank. It's kind of hard to show you now. The tomato plants are getting bigger. And then right here, can you see that one too? So now, instead of this being an individual tomato cage with a heavy tomato plant in it, this whole bank is all tied together. Hi, Mama. Are you hanging out in the vines? And then over here, these are indeterminate. And then we also have some volunteers. That's why they're not in cages, is they volunteered right here. This cherry tomato plant died off. It happens sometimes, even to the best of us. But you can see here where those same zip ties are tying into the cattle panel. Oh, I got some peas growing there. Those were volunteers too, so I'll have to pick those. But you can see over here, I've actually been training that cherry tomato up onto the cattle panel. Let me get closer to show you. Even with weeds. So can you see the zip tie, the metal zip tie right there? So that ties that tomato cage into the cattle panel, but then we've been training this cherry tomato up onto the cattle panel. And then I'll show you, this is one of our worst beds, and you can see how it just fell apart there at the end. So those are the repairs that why we didn't plant this year, was we had a bunch of repairs like that kind of thing to do. And I hope to still get to it this fall. But this just shows you that even with neglect, as long as they're getting regular water, plants still want to grow. They still want to produce.